Alrighty, folks, there's something that the three of us called that is actually happening right now. It is a good thing. I will let Dustin and Jonathan from Collins Valley Home Loans share what they predicted that's actually occurring today. So, guys, what do you got?
Well, we have finally coming to the market, unveiling what we've talked about for, I think, the last almost 2 years now, which is DSCR seconds.
What? Say that again?
DSCR seconds. So
wow,
up to 75% combined loan to value. Obviously, we're starting off a little conservative. There's only a few investors in offering this right now, but we now officially can do second loans for using just debt service, which is, I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah. And this again is something we predicted because again, why was this an easy prediction? One, volume is down. Second, when volume's down, people look to create point solutions. And lastly, the Fed broke housing. There are plenty of people with first mortgages below 3% that have no interest and are not targets to refi, but they have a lot of equity. So instead of touching the first, they are right to have at least a discussion about second. So this was an easy prediction. I know it's just starting. I know it will get better from here. But what are we looking at today as far as a DSCR second?
So, I mean, John touched on one of the main parts, right? It's 75% combined loan to value. The DSCR has to be above 1, no exceptions, right?
Okay.
DSCR first, you can be below 1, you just get a little bit higher rate. Single family all the way up to 4 units, capped at 4 units. And the biggest thing why DSCR, it's like, it was very hard because we've gotten, I don't know how many, calls, applications for seconds, right? Or requests.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
But it's hard to qualify because you had to do it based off of personal income, right? And a lot of our clients that are real estate investors don't look pretty on tax returns, right? So
now, depreciation cuts both ways.
Exactly. But the start of the snowball here is very exciting on our end, and hopefully for clients as well. That now, if you've got let's say something that's at even 50 or 60%, loan to value right now, you can just put a little 10% second on it. As long as your property is cash flowing, great, get out the door, and now you've got a second available line of credit to use.
Yeah. Again, I think these are just signs of what's coming. I actually think seconds have a very good chance to be significant volume. I don't know if, I think probably over the last 2 years, seconds were like less than 10% of total volume, maybe even less than 5. I think they could be 20 or 25% of volume in a year. Am I thinking crazy?
No, I think you're right, especially with, if more and more lenders kind of start embracing the idea of seconds using alternative income.
They don't have a choice, Jonathan. What are they going to do?
Exactly. But I mean, obviously everyone's always hoping for, right now, a lot of people are still hoping for rates to come down, which, I mean, you guys kind of covered in the last video. But so I think as the realization comes around, like, hey, I really don't want to touch that first, but I want to get a second, I need cash out, this is a great opportunity to do that. And hopefully, I mean, maybe we'll get a little more leverage over the year, but as of right now, 75%, that's a pretty safe bet where if everything went wrong and you got the second and you were like, crap, I have to sell or whatever, then you still have that equity to be able to sell. So I don't think it's a bad deal or puts you in a bad negative position, right? That a lot of other, seconds could put you in 80, 90, 100%,
Yeah.
So it allows you to kind of have that safety net of 25%. Obviously, it may not be as much cash as you want, but it's more cash than you would be able to get just tax-free. So you might as well just tap into it, get 20, 30 grand or whatever the amount is, get that amount, just pull it out, and then you can, utilize it however you want to do it. But that's cash you didn't have before, right?
Yeah.
So
are there any minimums? Like it's got to be 25 grand minimum, or
you called it on the number?
Yeah.
Look at that. So minimum 25 grand. Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
Is it like a balloon?
You have 3 different options. You've got the 20 and 30 year fix, right? And then you have right now, the 30-year fix with the 10 years of IL, still available. There's,
So not a 5-year, 7-year balloon. It's a fully amortized loan.
correct.
Oh,
And there's
nice.
2-year or a 2-year prepays the max, which is nice
Okay.
too. You
Yeah.
get 0, 1, or 2, not up to 5 like on the first.
This is better than I thought, because I thought you were going to hit me with it's 5-year balloon or 3-year balloon or something. But yeah, if it's a fully amortized loan, that's even better than I expected. So that's pretty cool.
Well, here's the sticker shock, and I know there's going to be a lot of interest because
Okay.
we're market this not just to ORAP people, but
No, come on. No, just kidding.
we can hopefully point them into this video to have a little bit more info. Like right now, starting rates that the first shot at it is at like 13%.
Okay.
We're gonna see over the next couple months going back and forth with investors once we get kind of a track record and closing these, hopefully to get them down, but don't expect these to be 8, 9, 10, even
Oh,
starting at 13.
I'm just gonna so can you guys probably do this faster. You have a mortgage calculator on your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll pull one up.
Yeah. So let's do like, I don't know, $40,000, 30-year amortized loan. I mean, that payment, even at 13%, what's that, like $112 or something?
I mean, I'll tell you in a second. That's $440.
Okay, so $440, 30 years for 40 grand. Okay.
I mean, but
Not
that's
cheap.
I mean,
It's not cheap.
It's better than
also
anything else that you have if you don't qualify, right? Like,
yeah. And keep in
Again,
mind,
you keep your first. You keep the
and
first.
without
That's the
income,
goal.
you're not using income to qualify. That's the biggest thing. A lot of clients like call in like, why is the rate so high? This, that, but we're like, I mean, you're not using income. If you want to use income to qualify, we have programs with less rates.
Yeah, we got a different program, right? Exactly.
Yeah, but if you want to not use income, then this is the way to go, right? So that's kind of thing I think a lot of clients like really forget right now is like the market. If you want the lowest rates, you have to use income.
Exactly.
If you don't want the lowest rates and you're okay with a little higher, that's the cost of going, a different alternative program. And I think it's kind of it's important for people to understand because, along with this, we actually just we got another fund because rates obviously are starting to tick back up again.
Yep.
We got another fund to essentially open up the opportunity for us to, before we were doing, it had to be 110% coverage for us to even get down to 675 on a 30-year fixed DSCR. We just got a fund to open that up at 100% coverage. So
nice.
Yeah, if you're between 100 and 110, we now have access to funds to be able to offer 675, 6.875, 7%, at
Nice.
just, within that range. So, if current rents are lower, this allows you to kind of be able to purchase on, a little more on expected pro forma in the next over 6 months without having to sacrifice the rate. So, we kind of have a lot of things coming out still. Funds still wanting to come out to, especially after we hit top 5, like our phones blow up nonstop of like people just wanting to give us access to products and stuff that we didn't have before.
That's awesome.
So this is one of those things. So 2 things this came out, second DSCR and also DSCR at 100, we can get 6.7, 6.8. I mean, this is a great opportunity for a lot of clients to come through.
Yeah, what I would tell folks is if you're a real estate investor, you need to reach out to Convoy Homes, tell them what you're doing, tell them your situation, and see what programs you have. Because again, they have so many. And I think what's going to happen over the next 6 months, as we get to kind of the terminal rate with the Fed, you're going to have a lot more funds saying, hey, give me some of that. And we'll actually see rate compression. We're just waiting to get to terminal rate, which I hope starts May 3rd. Dustin thinks it'll be in June, but we'll see. It's here soon. Guys, how should people reach out to you guys?
Go to convoyhomeloans.com and let us know you came from ORAD.
There you go. Thanks, guys.